Hello, and welcome to Memento Mori, a game about love, loss, second chances. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games. Something I want to touch on really quick while I'm setting up everything. Um, I've had a couple people send me couple, and when I say couple, I do mean like two people, just two people. So they send me an email, and they'll say something like, um, I think you should not be so happy when this happens. I don't think you should be scared of that. I don't think you should do this and stuff. And it's the same two people, which is kind of weird. I think the person is messaging me from the same person, different emails, right? And they're not putting it in the comic section for a reason because I'd probably block them, but don't ask me to play a game and then tell me how to react to a certain part or how to react to the game, okay? If you're new here, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games. You can ask me to play something, and I will do my best to try to play it. I'm in the process of getting a desktop, and if you ever want to help out, Super Chat's open, so you can. I mean, not Super Chat, but the Super Thanks thing is open, or thanks. I don't know what's called on YouTube, but it's down at the bottom. So if you ever want to help, you can help me out there. But that is not me telling you you have to help. Everything is voluntarily. You can do it if you want to. You don't have to. Now, let's get started with the game. The view of the barracks has never seemed so freaking bleak. Granted, it's always been a bit of a shithole, but never more so than now. Oh, well, I'm sorry you don't like your barracks. I'm assuming that's military talk. I don't know nothing about the military, okay? So don't get on me if I mistake something for one thing, okay? Grief has a way of tainting things, sapping the color out of everything. Oh, is that why everything is like black and white right now? I don't even know if I should be grieving less or grieving more in light of everything that's happened lately. Gravel crunches behind me as the summer night air turns a little warmer against my skin. I expected a familiar face, one of the guys coming to drag me back inside and make me finally face sleep. My captain with a few words of witching hour wisdom. uh, Witching hour is like 3 a.m., right? Excuse me. Witching hour is like 3 a.m. If it's not, let me know, but I thought witching hour is like 3 a.m. because I know, like, I heard as a kid, like, you're not supposed to be talking, making noise out at night at like 3 a.m. Oh, hello, cutie pie. I did see him when I had downloaded this game, but um, I thought he was cute then. He's a little cuter now. But in another divine twist of fate, of course, it's him. The reason I'm not deploying on the counterterrorism rotation in 2 weeks' time, the century of the storm that is my every emotion. When he reaches a railing beside me, it's not hush phone. When he reaches the railing beside me, it's not long before he takes out a cigarette and a lighter, and his face is illuminated with a flicker, a soft ember glow, and a halo of smoke. He gives me a wary smile and offers me a puff. Now, this game also said that it has voice acting. Excuse me. Voice acting. I'm having like some trouble with my voice right now, but it has voice acting. I haven't heard anything, but again, this is just from my POV, the perspective of the person that was standing outside, so I'm not assuming nothing right now. It's strange to see James with a cigarette hanging from his lips. A far cry from what I used to see tucked there, the end of a trusty mechanical pencil, mid-thought as he tried to capture whatever he was sketching. I wonder if he still draws. I wonder if he still writes. I wonder if, wherever he came from, he got to see the United Winds, the perm 3 times back to back. So this must be an old friend or somebody that they must have like went to school with and just, they kind of went their separate ways as they got older. Okay. Stranger still is seeing his worn face, deeper set wrinkles with darker rings around his now dull eyes. I mean, yeah, they're kind of dull. They're kind of sad. They look a little sad. He looks like he's been through a lot. And I hear that in the military, you do go through a whole lot. So I can get it. I understand. Though the fact that he's older isn't the issue at all. He was always freaking handsome. But even as his boyishness has disappeared, his beauty hasn't. It's not his age that's the issue. It's the fact we didn't get to grow older together. Oh, that's sad. That's what he always said. That's what we always planned.
Hey,
Oh, God.
if we're still single when we're older.
Hold on. I'm just making sure you guys can hear him. Real quick. Sorry. Hey. Stuff is acting up. And while I'm doing that, you guys can like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know. Comment, tattoo boy. I don't know. Tattoo guy. Not boy, but yeah.
Want to be like the captain when I grow up. Maybe I'll be your captain then. You'd hate that, wouldn't you?
Okay, so there's voice acting.
Those stupid fucking tattoos will be with us forever, you know.
Interesting. I never did get to tell him how I really felt. That's not what even hurts the most. For all I grieved for myself, my broken heart, and my unacquitted love, I just yearn for his existence, pure and simple. I ache knowing the world is missing out on a bright spark that was his smile, and that his flame, so twined with mine, has snuffed out too soon. So, they have not, this is like a gender neutral person, so I don't know if this is male or female. I'm just speaking more as if it was me. So it's probably a gender neutral thing because of that reason, so you can put yourself in these shoes and stuff. But sounds like this person really just wanted to grow old with their friend, and now they don't have their friend anymore, which is sad. Or like their friend is grown up and matured, and he's not a happy-go-lucky drawer anymore. He's now a sad, depressed, whatever now. Sounded like he wanted to join the military in the first place anyway. Don't think about the way you'll be extinguished soon. And yet, just as he was ripped away from the world so cruelly by that bullet, oh no, the strangest thing happened. A rip in time and space has given us, me, a second chance. So the person she's talking about is no longer with us anymore. So I'm assuming that she's looking at this person and assuming that they are, or maybe it's a supernatural thing, like she's seeing, her friend that passed away. Okay. Captain Blake can feel me staring, I bet, even if he's doing an expert job of pretending otherwise. Okay, or maybe she sees somebody that, like, see a person in a person. That can happen too. Like, you'll lose a person and then you'll find that love in somebody else, and you'll be like, wow, this person is exactly like the person I lost. Whether you lost them, because of death, or because you lost them because, you guys are no longer together. It never happens. You never know what happens, excuse me. So, yeah, it just depends on what happens. I've only known this version of the man for a matter of weeks, and slowly but surely, I've been making progress in getting to know him all over again, and letting him get to know me. I want him to know me as he once did. Want him to see me, because if he does, surely he'll feel the same way. This whole situation shouldn't be possible, and yet it is. Somehow, I try not to think about it too hard with everything else I have on my mind lately. Oh no, she wants this person to be the person that she lost. I'm risking a medical discharge as is. It's clear from the knitted brows and the heaviness of the air that there's something on his mind. It doesn't take a best friend or a close comrade to see that. With Jamie, the silence never lasts too long. His brooding only extended a few moments before he'd be spilling his heart out, at least when it comes to me. Never could hold his tongue. Never could cope with the cold, crisp silence.
I'm not him.
He cuts in. His gruff voice startled me for more than one reason. His words are so resolute and firm, and I wonder how long he's been holding in that thought, dwelling on my expectations. Oh, the weight of them. She's putting, like, she wants this person to be her person she lost, but it's not your person. It seems no one else around this space has been quiet about the close relationship Jamie and I had, and I wonder if someone had clued him in to my not so secret feelings. You know, anywhere you go, especially like if it's somewhere close, like the military, the school and stuff, if one person knows your secret, everybody knows your secret. It never fails. It doesn't matter who you tell. You could tell a close friend and somebody can just overhear you telling that close friend. Just trust me, even if that person doesn't tell, whoever just heard you guys telling each other secrets, it's going to go all around. I know. I nod, swallowing and trying to deal with the bile rising in my throat, and the thought that I had already lost this version of him before my second chance could ever even begin. You shouldn't be here. I pluck up the courage I was missing before, though my voice is small and uncertain. You shouldn't be here. You don't belong here, but you do belong with me. But I can't help but think the universe put you here for a reason. Uh-oh. Hopefully this doesn't get me hurt. Hopefully this ends on a happy note that draws his attention. Eyes that once were the color of clear blue water, but now are as dark as the night sky, firmly fixed on me. Each second stretches on, each breath bringing in a wave of heartache that threatens to pull me under, one I desperately wish to go away. It's crazy how his eyes are just familiar enough to make me fall under his spell, just foreign enough to make me want to run.
And do you think that reason is you?
His eyebrows quirk and his lips part, flashing a hint of that youthful charm I'm so used to seeing, that I miss so freaking dearly. No, this is starting out pretty sad. I do apologize if it ends like on a sad note, you guys, but I hope it ends very, very positive, like they end up together or something, or she finds love in this person so she can get over the person she lost. Maybe. Probably stupid of me to think that. I muttered, unable to hold his gaze any longer. With Jamie, we were two dumb kids together. Now I feel off-kiltered, lapped in experience in just a matter of weeks. As stupid as my belief in fate might be, I choose to believe it anyway. Jamie can't get a second chance at life, not really, though somehow he lives on. But I, selfishly, get a second chance at being with the man I loved? As close as I'll ever get, other than weeping over an empty grave. Even if Jamie didn't love me like I loved him, I know he wouldn't have wanted me chasing ghosts. And pulled out my thoughts by a warm hand nudging my chin upwards, bringing my head back up to the man before me, so he can meet my eyes once more. That one familiar spark, the one I thought had been stolen with the last breath and bleeding wound of a dying man, persists. It shines within despite everything.
I don't know you that well, but if I'm feeling even a fraction what he did...
Oh, then he must have loved me. Then you might love me one day too? This is breaking my heart. in a good way. Cause like he's showing like, and look how cute his smile is. He looks way better when he smiles. But it's like sad as well because she's trying to find the love she once had, and you're never gonna find that love like that. At least you're not gonna find that same love that you had in that one person. You're not gonna find it in the next person. No person is the same, no matter how you look at it. You can find somebody who looks exactly like Jamie or James. They're never gonna be the same. With my attention fixed on him, his touch withdraws, leaving ice in its wake. His expression flickers from soft and sweet to his game face, the one I saw before that fateful day. But still, his words come tumbling out, revealing a sense of vulnerability he hasn't shared in the brief time we've known each other.
It's hard to carry the weight of your grief as well as my own.
Oh, and he has stuff he's dealing with too.
I'm faced with my own mortality, my own losses.
Oh.
I get that you're angry, that you lost someone you loved. At least you got to love.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't think about, is that a lot of people don't get to experience love. I've been fortunate to love, lose, and love again. As y'all know, I'm with Song, and he is freaking adorable. I love him to the moon and back. I promise you, the way we met was a fairy tale. It was like every piece fell into place, and I am deeply in love with him. And so the crazy part about that is that when I talk about this to people who haven't experienced love, they'd be like, I don't see how you can fall in love that easy. And maybe it's just a Cancer in me, that Cancer side, July baby over here. But I didn't realize until I was in love, because I was one of those people who's like, love is trash. If you ever found my Facebook and go back, you would probably see posts of me saying like, love is bad, love is awful, love is terrible, and blah, blah, blah. But, I was one of those people who didn't find it. So I'd be like, how did you fall in love with that person? He probably cheating on you. Like, that's what kind of person I was. And now that I'm in love, it's like, it changes your perspective, like, on how you think about love. And there's people that you meet that never been in love, and you'd be like, it's weird to see them. Like, you telling me you never fell in love with a dog or a cat or a house or anything? You've never fell in love with anything? It's crazy. It's weird. So when you find love, it doesn't matter what it is. You could fall in love with a video game. You keep that love. You hold on to it until, that love is gone. And then you find something else that you love. I open my mouth to protest, a surge of anger ripping through me, and yet something within me urges me to hold my tongue.
You had him. I've never had you, in this life or the last. And now I know. It's like I'm being taunted.
No. He doesn't know the meaning of the word. At least he isn't being hunted, followed by the ghost of a lost love. You think that you've got it worse? My words are fiery hot, swirling with anger. Yet, he offers no battle in response.
Fuck no.
Once more his eyes soften, disarming me with unintentional ease.
But death comes to us all. Love only comes to those of us who are lucky.
Lucky to love, I guess. Better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Isn't that what they say? Maybe Jamie never could have loved me. Maybe I needed James to come. So this is James, I'm assuming, and Jamie is the one that she lost. Maybe he needed to find his way to me too. His blasé dismissal of death pisses me off, and yet his hurt and confusion dulls my frustration. Seems we've both been unlucky then. I offer an olive branch, feeling at an impasse. He's lost too. We're in it together. Don't push him away. Don't let him go again.
Unlucky until now.
No.
Fate's a funny thing.
He's so cute when he smiles. We both freeze as the words tumble out of our mouths at the same time. There's a pause, then a shared laugh. Fate. So many questions swirl in my head. Do you think everything happens for a reason? I search his eyes for answer. I'm used to seeing a glint of hope. Instead, I see the comfort of resolution.
Not really, no.
Or the jaded look of harsh truth. Still, I search for meaning, even where there might not be any. This isn't the first meaningless death I've encountered in my line of work. It won't be the last. But this is the only death of a man I loved, and the only death who came back to me. It has to mean something. This is so sad. Do you think this happened for a reason? He thinks on it for a moment, holding his tongue from an impulsive comment.
I'm not sure what other explanation there is.
Maybe he feels it too.
Keep hearing about memories that I almost feel a part of.
Okay. Says keep hearing about stories about the two of you. Keep hearing about memories that I almost feel a part of. Somehow I skipped the beginning part.
Retold jokes that sound like exact ones I used to make. The same wisdom I'd heard from my mom. I suppose he is me. I'm him.
So I'm assuming he came to his job and now everybody's comparing both of them together. Like, oh, you used to be like Jamie's this and stuff. And it's probably taking a toll on him because he likes the girl that Jamie likes. So, you know.
Makes my head fucking hurt, truth be told.
His laugh has never sounded so bitter. Was it the dull march of time? The inevitable misery of a life of service? The lack of love he spoke of, or something altogether more tragic? What eroded him from a bright spark to a gentle ember? What happened to you? I've missed so much of your story, the memories etched into your skin where my touch should be instead. Would I have even been a part of that story anyway? There's a darkness in your eyes that wasn't there before, or with Jamie. I'm not quite sure how to phrase it.
I'll tell you sometime. But while I might not be the man you knew, I bet I'm not that far off either.
I mean, from what you guys have been saying here so far, apparently you're probably exactly the same. I'll take you as you are. I'm longing to tell him that I'm not sad he changed. I'm sad I didn't get to change with him. Or is this Jamie? I'm not understanding that part. So creator, please tell me, is this Jamie or is Jamie passed on? Because it sounds like they said Jamie passed on and people are comparing him to Jamie. Or maybe they thought Jamie passed on and he didn't. And this is Jamie showing up again. I'm kind of getting that vibe more than anything. And maybe I'm just misunderstanding. Sometimes you misunderstand. It's okay.
I remember being everything they say about Jamie.
Okay.
From what I hear, you used to be all sunshine and rainbows yourself.
I scoff, remembering my defiant spirit in the face of everything life had thrown at me. Up until now. I'll get back there one day. I hope.
Hope? That shit'll kill you.
Every time he smiles, it's like it put a smile on my face. The sweet laugh rips out of me, so pleased to see a return to the humor I've gotten used to. Oh, my heart soars when Jamie laughs along with me. Everybody has to die one way or another, right?
Right.
Silence overtakes us, sobers us.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for yours. While I know he at least has some familiar faces here, they're still not his. There's no one he knows to anchor him here. No reason for him to stick around, and yet nowhere calling for him either, at least not on this earth. I interrupt the silence, unable to hold back my question. What's next for you? Uh-oh. This is the end-all be-all question that you don't want to... Sometimes you don't want the answer to that one. And it's okay. It's okay if you don't... If you get the answer and it's not the answer you want, life will still go on. Everything will still be the same. You'll be fine. But let's hope that let's hope that he answers like correctly. I'm so worried. Where are you going? I've got you back. Please don't leave me. I miss you. I miss you. I always will. I watch as his stubble-lined lip curls around the butt of the cigarette one more time before he flicks it to the ground and lets it simmer out on its own. The air clears of the bulk of the smoke, but the smell still clings to him.
A new identity for starters. Can't have too many people knowing there's a bit of a rift in time and space, yeah?
Is this past, Jamie? That'd be scary. That's kind of scary. That's more of a cool concept that, not past, but another universe Jamie came to see this Jamie type of thing, but he could be just making a joke. Sorry.
Good job we're all used to keeping things hush-hush. I've heard whispers of this new program in the US looking for armed forces volunteers.
Frick. I feel the shattered pieces of my heart splinter further.
But I think I'll be here for a little while longer.
I release a deeply held breath, relief flooding through me. I watch as James continued to speak, incapable of holding back any longer, letting his emotions run free.
I've always felt this ache in my bones, you know. Never felt settled. All I ever wanted.
Was to serve. I interjected, having heard something similar so many times before.
Yeah.
Oh, he always wanted to serve. That's so... she's gonna lose him, but she knows that she's gonna lose him, okay?
And somehow it still wasn't enough.
Oh, look at him closer. He's so cute. James stepped closer into my space, his warmth surrounding me, yet he stiffens, hesitant.
Funny, now that I'm here, I don't feel that ache inside me anymore.
Look at him smiling. Oh, you're so cute. And by the moonlight and everything. And then he takes my hand in his, calloused and scarred, yet so gentle with his touch. The ache in my bones starts to bleed out of me too. Is that how it ends? Oh, that was so... My face is heating up. That is so sweet. I don't think there's multiple endings to this, but this was a really, really sweet game. And it ended nicely. I mean, it may not have ended the way I wanted it to end, but it gave me a surprise, like, ending type of thing, in a sense where it's like you think it's gonna end with him like, no, I'm never gonna leave your side, I love you. And then it doesn't end that way. It ends like, you know, I do have to go, but while we have this time together, let's spend this time together, you know, like that. That's still good. I still enjoyed that in a sense. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed too. I will put all the information about this game in the description box below. You guys can check this game out. And with all that being said, it would mean the world to me if you liked, comment, subscribe, comment. Together forever. Comment together forever. Oh, I'm so excited. I love love. I love love. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye and love, love.